Well, hey everybody, and welcome back to Divine Rebel. My name is Racey, and I will be doing the readings today. So I do use profanity, so if it's not your thing, you can click off now. I just kind of call it like I see it. So today with Taurus, we are doing Taurus men and Taurus women. For those of you on the twin flame journey, you'll get a little extra insight if that's what you follow. So money and love. Money and love. This is what we're dealing with. So Taurus men. They're at work, but all they could think about is love. And unfortunately, it's not the best kind. They have the 5, the 4, and the 2 of hearts, which is the suit of cups. So being at work right now, they're feeling really nostalgic. They feel like they've missed an opportunity, and they're thinking about what it was like to be with someone who was there. All right, because this is the 2 of Cups, which is typically a union card. It's a twin flame card. So if you used to work with your flame, Taurus men, the divine masculine energy is really feeling nostalgic and missing somebody that they had love for at their workplace. At their workplace. So it's not even about the money right now. It's not even about the money right now. They went there because of love, or they're doing it for love, or love is just all consuming when it comes to work. You know, like it's not the same without you there, right? And so I do not need money to attract money, or I do not need to have money to attract money. And this card is about, you know, and I feel like it's really not about the money, because they're not there for the money. But this is to remind you that when you feel poor, you do not attract money. You don't have to have money to attract money, but you cannot feel poor and attract money. So this is about you finding ways to shift your vibration into something that's higher. You know, maybe remember that what you're doing isn't for the money. Maybe remember what you're doing isn't for the money. It's because you love your job. I don't know if you've ever had that had that thought cross your mind. You know, maybe it's not all about money. Maybe love has a lot to do with it, and maybe there's just work that's better suited for you because it's closer to that person. Right? That's just what I'm feeling. Just remember that the energy you're putting out there is the energy you're getting back. So if you're missing someone and feeling nostalgic at your workplace for them, you're going to keep missing them and keep feeling nostalgic unless you take actions, which is right in your love cards. You know, this refusal to reach out to somebody is stalling a reset. You know, the journey wants to restart. It wants to start fresh with the Fool. It wants to take this leap of faith. And so it comes up in reverse with this 3 of Wands, which is reaching out. You know, so release the past, whatever it is, you know, whatever your fears are, whatever memories of this person that are keeping you from making this reset, right? Release any past memories that are keeping you from making this reset, because this is where your heart is. This is where your heart is, no matter which way you spin it, no matter how you try and talk yourself out of it. You know, so you really got to release any past hurts, because this person, you're not getting over it. Clearly, you're not getting over it. You miss them terrible. And so you really do need to flip these cards upside down and reach out. You know, not feel like a fool because you let it go, you know, because you fell upside down on your head, but because you knew that this was a leap of faith that you were taking. And when you do that, expect miracles and blessings. You know, love is all around you. You know, this all-consuming love that you're missing, that you're yearning for, that you're feeling nostalgic for, is right there. You just got to reach out. Like literally miracles and blessings. Like you just need to reach out to that person. Maybe let them know how much you've been missing them, how much you miss them being around you, especially at work. Especially at work, and you'll realize that it was always more than just the job. It was them that made it special. It wasn't about the money. It was them. their presence being there made it worth it. And I think that you reaching out and expressing that, you'll find out just how much they love you and how much they feel the same way. I feel like this energy is returned and you just don't realize it because you haven't reached out to them in a while. So I'm going to leave these 2 cards right up here. I'm not going to reset them. You need to remember that. Taurus men. All right, so Taurus females. Taurus females. So Taurus women got the 4 of spades, the 6 of hearts, and the 2 of pentacles. Well, the 2 of diamonds, which is the 2 of pentacles. So we have the 4 of swords, the 6 of cups, and the 2 of pentacles. And so when it comes to work, right now, they really need a break. They really need to rest and just take a break and maybe reconnect with somebody from a previous job or, you know, in a previous line of work, and maybe go back to something different where their passion is, you know, because the 6 of cups is a vibration of unconditional love. And being in a finance category, you know, is also a number of partnerships and stable unions and, you know, things that made you feel good. So I think you really need to take a step back, Taurus divine feminines, you know, Taurus women, and reconnect, you know, with what makes you happy, because it is about a balance. You know, it's not about money. It's about, you know, doing what you love too. And if you're not doing that, then this is kind of pushing you to start following your heart space when it comes to your job. You know, this is what the energy of this, you know, Lionsgate portal is bringing and drawing to you. And it reminds you the story I tell is the basis of my life. You know, there's no right or wrong way to tell your improved story. You know, it could be about your past, your present, or your future. You know, the criterion that is important is that you be conscious of your intent to tell better feelings, you know, better improved versions of your story. Meaning, if you drum home the thought that you can't love what you do, or you can't make money doing what you love, that's the story you're going to create. You're writing your own story. So if you keep telling yourself that, that's what you're going to get. So instead of saying, well, I couldn't make money doing what I love, why don't you start saying, I'm going to start taking steps towards what I love so that I can make money doing it by default. Because anything you're passionate about, it will bring money to you by default. It just does. It just does. People don't understand this. It really does. You start following your passion and you're passionate about what you do, it shows. You do a great job at it. You excel very quickly, you know, because you're passionate about it. When you're stuck doing something you don't love and having to excel at it in order to make progress or get a promotion or get a raise to continue doing what you hate just for the money, well, you fuck, you know? You write your own story. So don't tell yourself you can't do what you love and make money doing it. Start taking proper steps. You know, start finding that balance and saying, okay, I'm going to take a step back and really think about this, because there's got to be something I can do. There's got to be something I can do to find balance in my life with how I work. Now, as far as love goes, I pulled an extra card because they stuck together. So the World came out. When it comes to love, the World came out. And the Sun came out right behind it in reverse, which is still positive. The Sun is the shiniest love and light card in the deck. You know, so what this tells me is your world, like you've just closed a very serious chapter of your life, or it's coming to close as we speak. You are ending a very long cycle, and there's sunshine on the other side. It's like literally around the corner, which is why it's not upright. Because that's what I'm feeling. I'm feeling like there is like some huge light at the end of the tunnel. Huge light at the end of the tunnel. And you can get this by just keeping your heart chakra open, because right now it's in reverse. So whatever happened, that maybe this cycle ending, maybe you felt really empowered leaving it. Maybe you stood up for yourself and your self-respect. And maybe it left you feeling a little hurt or a little jaded, you know, like a little bit disillusioned when it comes to love. But the universe is asking you to remember creativity. And even though the words on here mean something different, the immediate feeling I got when I pulled this card was the universe is being crafty. The universe is being creative. And it's asking you to trust that crazy shit can happen. Because if you've been hurt before, especially if you didn't deserve it, and you just stood up for yourself in a place of true self-love, it's asking you to be in the present and dream of the future, because true love is there. It's going to be really creative on how they bring this person to you, or how, you know, your aha moment, that intuition, that little spark of energy when you're around them. Like, if you haven't met your twin flame yet, you're going to. Like, that's how strong this energy is. Like, you just closed out a really big healing cycle. The world is completion. It's the ultimate completion. And the sun is shining really bright on you, which means you've been doing some really positive self-work and standing in the right energy. You're in the right vibration. You're in the right vibration. And so if you trust in the creativity of the universe and what you could possibly manifest with this excitement, because this is coming your way, the love of your life is there. Like, literally right around the corner. Maybe he is literally right around the corner. Or down the street. You know? But this is true love. So be in the present and dream of the future. Don't be jaded and think that the sun can't shine tomorrow just because it was a little stormy for a while. Because you've got probably the best combination of cards that you can get for a love reading. So congrats. Congrats, Taurus feminines, Taurus women. You know, you are really getting into this place that you are writing the story of your life. You are looking at your work and saying, you know what, I want to do what I love and make money doing it. You know what, I do want to have this kind of relationship, or that kind of relationship that is supportive, that, you know, someone I could trust, someone that, you know, will love me and be there for me through thick and thin, you know, that wants to grow with me and be the light of my life, not the shadow. You know, and I feel like that's the mentality that you're taking. So with this energy, you know, Lionsgate energy, Taurus, females are getting ready for the ride of their life, and the best one at that. So that is Taurus's reading. You guys can find me on Facebook. My page is Divine Rebel Readings. You can also follow me. I do a lot of stuff in the Readings, Healings, and Pathways group on Facebook. There's multiple other readers in there that work on that team with me that are amazing. And you can send me friend requests too. Racey Nicole is my public profile, so you can find me on Facebook and shoot me a friend request too. That's totally cool, and you can keep up on all the little blurbs of stuff that I put out there, all the little inspirations I get. So until next time, guys, love and light, love each other and yourselves.